Hey guys, this is Kevin from Keto Mojo Go-Go. And as you may know, recently we have kicked off this what I call a project called Keto Mojo Go-Go, which has some purposes. And primarily is to help ourselves and others to be successful at getting healthy in the ketogenic way of eating. Um, and so that's really what this is about. So initially we created a YouTube channel, and as you can see, it's here. We've got some videos that we've created, and we would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and share that channel with your friends and your family, so we can help you and us get better, right? So in that case, we want to share our experiences, share some tips and tricks as we found them, have we experienced them, perhaps maybe entertain a little bit, but definitely inform you. We always want to get your feedback and make improvements. So the first improvement we made there is we may have made some playlists on there. So initially you'll see that Keto 101 playlist, and that is the items where we have put things that are, the basics, right? How to, um, you know, what is the most important thing? So what is keto? How do you transition to keto? We talk a little bit about cheat days, and is keto sustainable? So those are some of the things that we picked out for our playlist, right? Um, we also have started the Coffee with Keto Mojo Go-Go, and that is going to be every Sunday morning, so there'll be a playlist for that. And then also we've started the new one this week is Cooking with Keto Mojo Go-Go, which is pretty much Shauna going to be showing recipes as she's come up with them and some great tips and tricks there. So that's our Facebook presence, and we would definitely hope you guys will keep following us there, and we will definitely be sharing those on Facebook as well. As far as our Facebook group goes, we have also done some recent enhancements, because one of the things is we want the Facebook group, it's a support group for people that are really trying to do well in the ketogenic way of eating. And so, obviously there's a discussion area, but let me show you here under the about. So kind of we'll talk a little bit about when I say it's about, obviously we want to support people. We want to help them improve their health. It's a public group. Um, but some of the things is we're a little bit different than some other keto groups is that we are really following closely to Dr. Eric Westman, who was kind of the father of the ketogenic movement as we know it now. There's a lot of other little offshoots, but his is to us the simplest and probably the easiest to follow without adding extra complexity. So we're following that. Um, we don't discourage other people's opinions. Obviously, people can come in and have the way they want to do keto because there's lots of ways to do keto. But it's not a debate group; it's a support group. So within that, there's also we kind of to make it a safe space as we set up some basic guidelines or rules. Obviously there's no promotion, and we want people to be kind to each other. Some of the very obvious stuff. Some of the things I've noticed in other groups is people are doing cheat bragging, where they're saying, "Oh, hey, who else is going to cheat with me on Thanksgiving or Christmas?" Those are the type of things we just don't want to see. Another thing we see in a lot of groups is what is kind of termed as the keto police. Well, somebody will ask a question, "Hey, what is this?" or "I ate this," and they'll jump in and say, "Hey, that's not keto." And so basically, we don't want to have that environment. We want to have discussions, maybe talk about reasons why things might be not be a great idea or whatever, but not just to jump down somebody's throat. We don't want this to be a political debate forum for obvious reasons, and sometimes that happens. Um, and the other thing is we've put a lot of resources in here, so that's kind of in those guidelines. So if you look under files, we have quite a few files that are available there that you can download, and they're great for if you're on a PC. You can open them directly. But what we found is sometimes if you're on a phone, you have to download it on your phone and go find it. So I also, under the albums, I put Keto Resources, which has pictures of those files. So you can actually see right away, okay, well, here's the, somebody created a food pyramid for keto, which I thought was pretty cool. So we put that out there. Uh, There's things like, what about the macros, and people talk about them, how you can be less confused. There's a couple of food lists that are out there. For example, Go Keto with Casey has put together a food list that's very close to Dr. Westman's, so we went ahead and borrowed that and brought it on the site. Gave her full credit, of course, um, and a few other things. So these are nice resources that you can utilize from the site directly, so everything's in one place. And so that's kind of what we're uh, really hoping to get across to people as they come to this site, as they want to use it, and that we can be a resource for them and part of the discussions. So a lot of those things that people have questions, these are things, well, hey, have you looked at these documents? Have you watched, whatever videos we've recommended that might help you along the way to keep those basic questions answered, so to keep confusion down. A couple other things that I've added, and you'll see them under the announcements, are a couple of videos. One is by Dr. Eric Westman, which is basically Keto Made Simple, which is a great video, very in-depth as to the whole process and what do you need to eat, what you don't need to eat, do you have to spend a lot of money, those type of things. And the other one is a video by Dr. Annette Bosworth, and it's Quick and Easy Rules of the Keto Diet. And really, it's like how to jumpstart your way into the ketogenic way of eating. So those are some of the things that were very helpful for us getting started. And I think they would be helpful for whomever comes into the site. And they can reference these first. And this is, by the way, the philosophy that we're using. We're not being very strict about, have to eat this macro, you have to eat grass-fed butter, grass-fed beef. It's really what can you afford and how is keto working best for you. And then are those giving you the proper results? Then great, continue on. If not, then maybe we can help you tweak and change what you need to do in your lifestyle to improve that. So those are some of the changes. Now, the last thing I would say is that we also have a blog, which is ketomojogogo.com. All right, so the blog is ketomojogogo.com, and we are also, putting every video and everything piece of information that as we find them out here as well. And this might be a great place that we store some other things like recipes and things like that are not so easily stored on Facebook, since it's not such a great file or document sharing type scenario. So those are the three ways that we are currently really activating. Of course, we also have an Instagram account too, which is, again, it's all tied together. When we make a YouTube video, it gets posted even to Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook all at the same time. So those are all the resources that we have, and so we just really want to make this as easy as we can for you guys. So again, if you wouldn't mind, please go ahead and join these groups. If you have friends that are interested in joining keto, or you run into anybody online that's asking questions, go ahead and push them our way. We're more than glad to help everybody in this respect. So that's about all I have for today. But again, thank you for your time, and Keto Mojo Go Go out.